This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Manchester Pictures, Identitech, Steve Aldersley, Anthony Coleman, Kurt David, Joe Brown, Mason Frost, Thomas Amos, Matthew McLaughlin, Andres Glaisel, and Biff C for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel, encouraging the growth of all of this nonsense. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not on my A game today. You know why? I just got back from a tiny little vacation. Haven't recorded a reaction in like a week, but I'm back. I am back, and we are resuming with Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. So, I should have just posted my Led Zeppelin 4 follow-up, so if you want to go watch that, you can, to see my thoughts on Led Zeppelin 4. What an insane album. Crazy good stuff. My favorite so far, I think. But now we have Houses of the Holy to contend with. So, 40 minutes, hard rock. We have 8 tracks, again, like the last album. I don't know any of these. I've heard the title, The Song Remains the Same. That's the only one on here that looks familiar. Maybe The Ocean. That's about it. So, I'm very eager to get to this one. I've heard that I might like this one the most from some people. Some people say it's really interesting, has variety. The front half is it's front-loaded and the back half isn't as good. I don't know. But you know what? I think I'm just going to dive right in because I want to listen to some music, guys. I want to listen to some music and have you watch me do it. Okay, let's just begin. By the way, I'll say this at the end for anyone who skips this little preamble. Any tracks from this album that are worth reacting to from the Madison Square Garden performance, let me know, because I'm starting to do some more individual song reactions, and I did a couple from the Madison Square Garden concert so far. I did Since I've Been Loving You and Stairway to Heaven. So if there's anything off this album that's good from that concert, let me know. Anyway, here we go. The song remains the same. Hmm. Man, this always happens when I listen to a new Led Zeppelin album. It's like the songs aren't like wildly different one from like the next in terms of genre, but like every time I hear a new album opener, I'm just like, dang it, I'm gonna have to like reshift and adjust. Like the way I've described it before is like it's not necessarily like a whiplash or a shock. It's just like expectations, you know? Like I'm going into this trying to have no expectations, and I'm still kind of like taken off guard a little bit. Definitely a more just straightforward rock approach. It has the hard rock feel still, but it's there's a different vibe here. I can sense that already. I don't know if the rest of the album will be like that, but there's definitely a different vibe. I have no idea how I feel about that song whatsoever, though. It's kind of like the messy folk songs from their previous albums, where I'm just like, I don't know if I like it. I don't think I dislike it, but I don't know if I like it. So let's keep going. The Rain Song, 7 minutes.
The second season, I'm glowing. It is the summer of my smile. I feel cold in summer winter.
Fantastic. Great stuff. And I don't care if this makes me look like I'm basic, but I like what I like. That is like, I like the Led Zeppelin folk stuff, but I love it even more when it's in like this very basic format. Because like this has just like this kind of like rock song formula and structure to it. There's actually a melody in this song that I swear I've never heard this song before. There's a melody in this song that I actually very closely came up with myself, like a very, very similar melody myself, and it's in like one of my demos on my computer here that I recorded who knows how long ago.
Guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor.
But yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I like it. That was claimed. The Rain Song or the Ocean are being betted on as to which are my favorites, and the Rain Song, that's pretty good contender right there. I like it. Over the hills and far away.
Baby, more than enough. Oh, darling, darling, darling. Many have my love, and many times down. Keeps you guessing against your father's thing. You really ought to know.
I like that little outro. Kind of torn on that one. Felt a little bit messy, but I liked the intro and the outro. Kind of an interesting, like, has like a 5/4 section or something like that. It feels like the time time signature. What am I saying? Time signature. The measures change a little bit in there. Very interesting though. Very interesting. I dig that. I think the crunge. The crunge. The crunge.
I won't tell you about my, gonna tell you where it comes from, boy. If I tell you, you won't come again. See,
What is that instrument?
She's the one who really makes me jump and shout. Oh, it's in the bridge.
Where's that confounded bridge?
What the hell was that? I mean, in a way, I liked that because of how I was not expecting that at all. It almost felt like the song was trolling me. Anyway, Dancing Days. We're on to the second half now. What do we got?
Dancing days are here again. Summer evenings go. You'll be my only, my one and only. Is that the way it should start? My heart. Be my only, my one and only. The way it should start. So dancing days are here again. Be my only, my one and only. Is that the way it should start?
Kind of like Over the Hills. Another very interesting. It's kind of like in your face, but it keeps you like off guard. I like how Page's like compositions and solos and riffs are getting like more and more unique as the band goes on. I felt that most on like 3 at first, and then like 4 definitely had that. Like I said, like it felt every song felt unique one from the next. And I'm definitely getting even more of the same here. Yeah, cool. Dire Maker? I gotta say, I barely pause songs in the middle of recording anymore, as weird as that is, but I was not expecting the doo-wop chord progression from Led Zeppelin. I just need to take like 1 second. Okay, I'm good.
When I read the letters you wrote me, you made me mad, mad, mad. When I read, oh, baby, I love you. To my soul. You hurt me, I can't let you go. I love you. Baby, I still love you so. Oh.
This might change later, but upon first listen, that might be my favorite Led Zeppelin song so far. So so apparently it's pronounced like in an English accent saying Jamaica. So like Jamaica. I think that's how you say it. Apparently that's like like people think that's one of the worst Led Zeppelin songs, or like the Rolling Stone, what does it say? In a contemporary review for Houses of the Holy, Gordon Fletcher of Rolling Stone gave Jamaica a negative review, calling it a naked imitation along with the Crunge, as well as easily one of the worst things the band has ever attempted. I find it really funny that like upon first listen, that is right up there with Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. As far as like upon first listen, just being like, I love that. I like the doo-wop drumming and chord progression, and that riff. I love that riff. I don't know why, but like that just really just hit all the perfect notes for me. That was spectacular. And also like I commented on, I think it was either 3 or 4, album 3 or 4. how Pages, or actually it may have been in one of my individual song reactions from Madison Square Garden, but I commented on how Jimmy Page's playing sometimes is really messy and sloppy, but it doesn't come across as like amateur or like failure. It comes across as like emotive. I think I described it as like he's trying to mine the melody out of the guitar, and it's like taking him work to do so. And that song had a little bit of that where it was just like it wasn't like perfectly like precise playing, but that helped it, you know? Wow. I actually like that more than the Rain song. So guys on my Discord, you're in for a treat with this surprise, I guess. All right, 2 tracks left. No Quarter. I know this song is kind of a big deal. People either say it's great or it's bad. I don't know. Let's see.
Put out the light.
Interesting. That was like almost like a Pink Floyd-esque kind of like psychedelic progressive type of song. It was very kind of spacey in a way. Reminded me of some of the stuff off of like Dark Side of the Moon. Not bad, not bad. The opening instrumental with whatever it was, the synthesizer or the mellotron, it sounded cool, but it also was kind of abrasive at the same time. Pretty good. I don't know if it's a highlight, but it was. I like the kind of chill nature to it. It wasn't really like aggressive or anything. It is very low key. I like that. Final track, guys. Almost done. The Ocean. This is might be one of my favorites. People are betting on it. Probably not better than Jamaica, but let's see.
In the sunshine, laughing in the rain. Feeling all need I can't be lying for the hand I fall. Sing about the good things and the sun that lights the day. Around singing songs till the night turns into day. Used to sing.
It's an interesting way to end the album because the first half before that kind of like a cappella little quiet bit in the middle, It just sounded like a track you would hear off of like one of the first two albums, right? Just a very kind of basic blues rock, hard rock sort of thing. Very much in the vein of the first two albums, but then like it kind of turned into something a little more akin to what you saw on the rest of this album and the last couple albums. So it's kind of an interesting little bookend to be like, here's like what we did and like what we're doing now. At least that's the way I took it, but not my favorite. Not my favorite. Jamaica is my favorite, guys. You heard it here. Feel free to dislike as much as you want for that opinion, but you can't change my mind because I like what I like. But House of the Holy, good, quite good. I don't think I like it more than 4, even though it does have now one of my favorite tracks on it. Song remains the same. Like I said, I'll need some time with it. It seemed a little simple, I suppose, and it kind of caught me off guard. So I'll have to spend some more time with it. The Rain song was really nice. I did like the Rain song. Over the Hills and Far Away, interesting. The Crunge, LOL. Dancing Days, also interesting. Track 3 and 5, I'm going to have to spend a little more time with as well. 1, 3, and 5. Jamaica, love it. No Quarter, pretty solid as well. And The Ocean was fine. It was fine. I didn't love The Ocean, but it had some nice moments in it. So there it is. House of the Holy. Solid stuff. Did not dislike it in really any capacity. It might be close to like 3. I think 4 I still like a little bit more. But it's kind of like 3, where 3 was just sort of eclectic, and like that's when they started to really branch into different genres and do different things, to more of a degree than like, because on Led Zeppelin 2, like Ramble On was, and maybe The Living Maid were like kind of the only two like bigger departures, and they didn't depart that much, but 3 had more variety on it. And that's kind of the vibe I get from this. It's just kind of a nice dose of variety. But yeah, there it is, guys. For those of you who don't know, I do follow-ups to these albums 1 to 2 weeks after I listen, and I've kind of formulated my final opinions, or at least some opinions after the dust has settled. I'll do a follow-up video kind of explaining how I feel about an album. So if you aren't subscribed, what the hell is wrong with you? Subscribe, hit the bell if you're into that kind of stuff, if you like hitting bells. And I will post that video in a week or two, and you can see it when it drops down your pipeline. I'm like so anyway, yeah, so that, and then patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Every 3 to 5 albums, as I'm going through artists, I will put in a poll album, which is a community decided album. People on my Discord, also link in the description, will pick 4 albums. I pick none of them anymore. I used to, but now it's all completely community driven. And then the people on my Patreon vote for which ones which one they want me to listen to, and then I'll listen to that one next. So throughout these artist binges, we'll have like just a sporadic one-off of, you know, just a variety of things. So head on over to the Discord and the Patreon if you want to be able to partake in that stuff. $1 a month is all you need to be able to vote in those polls. And that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feels good to be back in the saddle making some reactions. And I'm eager to finish this in Stereolab out and move on to some new stuff. But this has been very interesting and informative so far. I've been enjoying my time with Led Zeppelin for certain. So anyway, that is all. Thank you for watching. Godspeed.